If this man didn't have 20 odd million followers and wasn't an internet sensation, and somebody said, oh right Tommy, you're fighting Jake Paul on Saturday on the Burbtevin yard card, he's just nobody, people wouldn't even think twice. They'd say, oh right Tommy, you'll knock him out in a round. I'm going to prove on the 26th that he doesn't belong in the sport. But when he wants to come over here with them jokes and tricks and all that sort of stuff, whatever he's doing, social media, let him do it, because social media won't be able to help him on the 26th.
Tommy Fury, my man, how are you?
I'm good, Dev. How's yourself?
I'm good. I'm not in the shape you're in. I just saw you getting photos done. I saw abs poking through. You're taking it seriously, aren't you?
Oh, 100%, yeah. And I'm still 4 weeks out. You're going to see another 2 abs join the stomach by the time the fight comes. But no, I'm training the hardest I've ever trained. I can see it in your face and everything. This is serious business, Tommy Fury, isn't it? Oh, bless you as well. Yeah. Thank you very much. No, serious business. At the end of the day, it's the biggest fight of my life, of my career, but it's not the toughest test. You know, at the end of the day, I'm having tougher tests, you know, daily in the gym with proper, you know, world-class fighters. So at the end of the day, you've got to treat it as it is, but I'll tell you honestly now, you know, man to man, I've trained for this like I'm preparing to fight for the WBC title of the world. Because it's a fight that is just not, you know, it's not like a learning fight, like, oh yeah, I'm taking this fight and it's the time for me to get better and, you know, practice things. Like, I don't like this man. And come February 26th, I will be looking to KO him in emphatic style. I'm training as hard as I've ever trained before. I've mixed up everything relentlessly just to get this man out of there, because I'm going to prove on the 26th that he doesn't belong in the sport.
Well, let's clear your mind completely. Let me try something here, right? You're in your happy place, completely peaceful. I'll just drop Jake Paul's name in there. Yeah. What happens? What starts going through your head when you hear Jake Paul's name? Not a thing,
because I don't think anything of him. He's a nobody in my eyes. I'm in the sport of boxing. He's not a boxer. Jake Paul means nothing to me. There's nothing that he can say, do, whatever he wants. He can't get in my head. It's business for me, but at the end of the day, it's a business trip that I'm going to do in good style, put it that way. He can't do anything to shake me or rock me.
Has he been good for your career or bad for your career?
I mean, everybody needs a dance partner, and I believe that's what he'd done for me. You know, me and him, we've danced now for 2.5 years, back and forth, you know.
It's a lot of dancing, Tommy.
Yeah, it's a lot of dancing. I'm pretty good at the tango now. Yeah. But we've been in America, you know, having it out in the hallways. You know, you was there for that.
I stuck the mic in the middle.
You know, we've said a lot of things over the past 2.5 years, but now it's time to put it all to bed. And I've been quietly confident ever since I heard this man and watched him fight, up until his last fight. You know, there's nothing that this man can do to beat me. Definitely not.
Look, you've mentioned it there. A lot of things have been said in the last 2 years, and he was ringside for your fight in Dubai. He was on commentary. He was mocking you. He was saying all sorts of stuff on his social media feeds all the time. He's putting up pictures of you. He's putting up pictures of Molly as well. Has he crossed the line?
He can do whatever he wants. Like I said before, he can put up whatever he wants. I'm not interested. You know, because he thinks that putting up some photos and saying some words is going to get underneath my skin and rattle me. This is an idiot that is currently behind you on a poster. He's a fool. Like, he is one of the people in my inboxes, you know, that just text me every day with bad comments. He's one of them people, like, 'cause he's got nothing else better to do.
You think he's a troll?
He's a troll. Like, he's whatever he is. Like, I'm in this job and I'm a professional athlete, and the big thing that I want to build here, that I am the professional athlete here. I'm the professional boxer. I am the professional. He's a joker. That's how he makes his money, by talking, doing silly shit. That's how he makes his money. I make my money by doing the professional sport of boxing against other professionals. So when he wants to come over here with them jokes and tricks and all that sort of stuff, whatever he's doing, social media, let him do it, because social media won't be able to help him on the 26th. You know, Instagram can't climb through the ropes and help him out, you know, and give him a like or whatever. He's in there with me, and I've trained hard, and I know over these past few weeks and months, I've trained 10 times harder than him. I've gone to places where no man has ever gone before in training camp.
This is clearly different to a fight with a Daniel Boshiansky or something like that, right?
Well, I think Daniel Boshiansky would have been hard, to be fair. But, yeah, as you say, it's
but in terms of what it is and what it means to you, is this the first time that you are training to actually hurt someone? Is that on your mind because of everything that's happened?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, my mind's bulletproof. You know, you can't get in my mind. I'm training as hard as I've ever done before. Yeah, But at the end of the day, I'm training a lot different. You know, I've brought different people in. I'm training in a different place. I'm training a different style. And he's not going to know what's hitting at the end of the day. You know, I've been there. I've seen all this before. I was beating better people than he last fought in my amateur days.
He thinks he's got 2 opponents that would beat you. He thinks Anderson Silva and Tyrone Woodley would beat you.
Right. So Tyrone Woodley, he walks around the ring like this. No head movement. 2 big crater legs. And then, oh, by the way, you throw a right hand. So he's going to beat me. You got Anderson Silva, who took 95% of the rounds off, backed him up to the ropes, did nothing. Man's 50 years old. There's no 50-year-old man on the planet that can beat me. How's that? It just won't happen because he's 50. I'm 23. Mm-hmm. He literally had a fight with a 50-year-old man, not too far off my dad's age, and at the end of the fight, he looked like he'd been in World War II. How does that does not happen if you're a great boxer? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Oh, sorry, and the 50-year-old man, that was his first ever boxing fight. Let me add that in there. So yeah, let him say what he wants. I'm really not interested what he's got to say. You know, he's going to experience what it's like to get in the ring with a boxer in a few weeks, and I can't wait because I'm in the best shape of my life. There was no spring in this fight on me. I've been in the gym training hard, very, very hard. So it's not looking good for him, put it that way.
Well, look, there's something. It's not just Jake Paul talking. Everyone's talking about this fight. Tyson said you can stay in Saudi Arabia if you lose. John said, I believe he said he's going to lock the doors. It feels like there's a lot of pressure on you. I know you don't normally feel pressure, right? But this is all reaching a bit of a climax where it feels like you have to win. You absolutely have to win. Are you feeling that at all?
No, not one bit. You know, this for me is just another fight. In my opinion, an easier fight than some of my previous fights. You know, I don't believe for 1 second Jake Paul will beat Jordan Grant. I genuinely don't.
Jordan the game Grant.
I'm telling you, he's game lad, can take a shot, and that's it. And I believe if this man didn't have 20 odd million followers and wasn't an internet sensation, and somebody said, oh right Tommy, you're fighting Jake Paul on Saturday on the Burb Tevin Yard card, he's just nobody, people wouldn't even think twice. They'd say, oh right Tommy, you'll knock him out in a round. But just because he's Jake Paul, everyone thinks it's a 50-50 fight. I'll tell you one thing, a reputation can't make something a 50-50 fight. You can either fight or you can't fight. And this guy can't fight yet. He may look good against MMA guys and old men, and wrestlers. But like Floyd Mayweather said, somebody who's been around the game all of his life, as soon as he gets in with somebody who has half an idea of what they're doing, he's beat. And I will put that into action on the 26th of February. And you can all believe in that. Like, you know, I'm not washed up. I'm not like an MMA man who's finished my career and come over to boxing for a payday. I'm at the start of my career, and he is not the man to finish my career. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of good men out there, but he's not the man to end me. Definitely not.
Well, look, the event, the show, the fight is called The Truth. Yeah. On February 26th, what is the truth, Tommy?
The truth is Jake Paul will be knocked out emphatically in a few rounds. This man can't live with me.
Well, let's pretend that camera is the man you're talking about. That is Jake Paul over there. What you got to tell him?
Enjoy your last training camp. Pay everybody a bit more. You know, thanks for the good times along the way. Because in 4 weeks, you're going to be kissing the canvas and you'll never step foot in the boxing ring ever again.
Well, there you have it. Tommy Fury, Jake Paul, February 26th. Can't wait.
Top man.
Cheers, mate.
I see somebody's having a little bit of something to say.
I will gladly beat the out of you.
I didn't know who Jake Paul was.
I made you famous.
The only thing I care about is leaving that ring with a win.
You're replaceable.
If he can't beat Jake Paul, I'll have to change his name.
I don't need my big brother to do my dirty work for me.
Stick to your little YouTube videos and don't come over to this boxing club because you'll get laid out in 30 seconds flat.
It's really a perfect matchup, and we're just going to see who has that dog inside of him.